Good afternoon, everyone. My voice is audible. Is it audible, Amma? Anyone can respond?
Yes, sir.
Now, one concept left with the module 2, that is multi-core processor, Amma. I will explain later, okay? You already know about multi-processor. That means one single system contains multiple CPUs or multiple processors. That is multi-processing. What about multi-core processors? So within a single processor, it contains just like a register somewhere. Within single processor, it contains two or more registers. There itself, it performs everything. Say dual core, octa core, quad core. That means dual core means one single processor. It contains two cores. Okay, but multi-processor system means individually. Okay, directly. Processor 1, processor 2, processor 3. Three processor. But coming to multi-core within processor 1, it contains just like a slots. Okay, I will explain later. The thing is, you must know about this multi-core processor. Okay. So today I will start module 3, Amma, very, very important. Okay, don't ఎంతమంది లాగిన అయ్యారు 2 members. Okay. In the module 3, Amma, we learned about process synchronization. Okay, critical section. These are very important, Amma. Critical section problem, Peterson solution, semaphore, and deadlock. You already know about deadlock. In the last subject, you heard about this word deadlock. How we will get the deadlock? How to avoid the deadlock? That's called deadlock avoidance or prevention. Okay, we'll see one by one. Okay, what do you mean by process synchronization? Okay, wait 1 second. You already know about IPCM, inter-process communication. What do you mean by inter-process communication? What do you mean by inter-process communication? IPC, inter-process communication. The communication may be process. One is independent process. Okay. And the second one is cooperative. Okay, cooperative process. Okay, ma. So it is divided into two categories. One is independent process, and the second one is cooperative process. See, if one process is independently, so we don't bother about the independent process. If P1 is independent, P2 is independently executing. Okay. So one process will not affect the execution of other process in independent process. Okay. Once again, listen, Amma. The independent process, every process individually. Okay. There is no communication between P1 to P2. Okay. Independently executing means one process not affect the execution of other process. Okay. This is not worry about the independent process. Into cooperative process. In the cooperative process, let's see. This is P1, this is P2. That means, 1 second, wait a minute. What is the architecture of process, Amma? See, you already know what is the architecture. Data section, stack section, yes or no, like that. This is, let us say P1, okay? Process P1. This is, let us say, P2. Okay, this is P2. Okay, every process having its own architecture. Yes or no? Process ID, data section, heap area. Okay, so now this is P1, this is P2, two processes. In the cooperative, we are getting the problem. What kind of problems we are getting? See, in the cooperative manner, process P1 will execute and it will generate one output. Yes or no? Finally, every program it will generate output. So P1 will generate one output. Okay. So P2 will take input as this output and execute, and finally it will generate one more output. Okay. The cooperative processing means first process will execute and generate output. The next process will take that output which is generated by first process and starts execute. That's why we will get some problems. So because this is shared memory, okay, in the inter-process communication, the two process will communicate, will access the shared memory. This is shared memory. Okay. So what do you mean by shared memory? You know. So multiple process will access or communicating through the shared memory. Okay. Shared memory in the sense even resources also shared by multiple processes. There we will get the problems. Okay. But in the computer network generally, see how we need to communicate in the computer network. See, this is one system. Okay. In the real time, this is one system. So here one file is there. This is one more system. Okay. In the computer network, this is one system. This is one system. So these two are communicated through any TCP/IP protocol. Okay. Any protocol. But these two are just like independent. Okay. This is independent. Only TCP protocol we can use, we can communicate. But in the operating system, the single system, this is just like one system. So here multiple processor resides in the single system. Yes or no? So if it is independent means not a problem. But when you process were cooperative manner, okay, then we will get the problem. Let us see one example, Amma. So today class what we are going to learn, Amma, one is what is synchronization. Okay, even I will explain the theory part in the next, Amma. Okay, what is synchronization, and the second one is what is critical section. What is synchronization, what is critical section. Okay, and the third one is race condition. Race condition. Okay, so what we need to know learn about today class, what do you mean by synchronization, why we need synchronization, after that what is critical section and race condition. So generally we will get problem with cooperative manner. Let's see one by one. See, one process is there, Amma, P1, I think one program, just sample example. So here I am incrementing count plus plus. Okay, count plus plus, after that some code and closing the process. This is process P1. Okay, let us assume this is process P1 code, this is process P2. Okay, P2 program. So here I am going to decrement count minus minus. Okay, listen carefully here. So these two processes are communicating to shared memory. They are accessing, allocating the resources, getting the resources through shared memory. Okay, now let us say, so this is actually any C program or Java or Python, anything. Okay, So this block is called as critical section. Okay, the code segment. The code segment in a program is called critical section. I am not saying whole program has critical section. Okay, this block I am considered as critical section. Okay, that means the code segment is called critical section. This is shared memory. So this is one program. So now I want to write the assembly language. How to write the assembly language based on this count plus plus? How to write assembly language, amma? No need to worry about assembly language. Just for example, this is process P1 code I'm writing. It requires three steps, amma. One is reading the value, changing the value, updating the value. So move is the command to move. So let us say, as of now, the count value is 5 in the shared memory. Okay, this is shared memory, amma. Okay, as of now, count value. What is the value of count? 5. Just assume. So first, I am writing the code. Move. Let us say the registers first P1 is R0. This variable for P2 is R1. So now count value. I'm moving to this count value to R0. In the assembly language, just like this, amma. Okay. Move. In the second step, what we need to do? Increment. First, this 5 is assigned to, actually the count value as of now is 5. I'm assigning to R0. Okay. I will explain the meaning. Wait. The second step is increment. Directly you can write it increment complete word or else INC. Okay. Increment, either increment R0 or count plus plus, whatever. Okay. Count plus plus. And the last one is, so the updated, the changed value we need to up in the shared memory. Okay. That is again move R0 to, as of now the value is in R0. Okay. Comma count. Same like P2. P2 also you can write it same, amma. Okay. Move count R1. I will write here. Wait. What is the first one? This is P2, amma. So move here count to which one? Variable R1. Okay. And the second one is decrement here. Okay. So either write complete or else DEC, decrement count minus minus. And final one is move R1 to count. Okay, ma? Is it clear how to write the assembly language? Okay. So why I'm saying this example means, see, whenever multiple processors acting or getting sources through shared memory means you will get some problems. What are the problems you are get? I'm explaining through this example. Okay. So now execute amma. See, first case I'm taking. This is case 1, amma. Wait 1 second. I will take the another color. See, in the first case, see, if you are having multiple processors means the execution. See, by using preemption mode, if you have two processes, either first process will execute complete, or else second process will execute first, or else second process will execute first of that process P1. Even one more possibility, that is P1 is executed some without completion, even though the second process will start. Yes or no? So you will see the all the scenarios. The first Suppose P1 is executing, first time is P1 executed, second time also executed, third time also executed P1. What about P2? Process P2 executed. So this is first scenario, amma. Let's check out. So which process starts executed, amma, based on this case 1? P1 started, okay? So 1 means this line number, amma, okay? So 1. So move, as of now, what is the count value? Remember, amma, as of now, count value is 5. These two process P1 and P2 are shared memory, okay? They are accessing the count 5, okay? So now move count. So in the R0, what is the value? As of now, what is the value? 5 is the value of R0 because count. What is the value count? 5. Okay. So this count value is moving. Move means moving. Count to R0. So value is 5. So next, again P1 is executing. Okay. Second means again P1 is executing. 2 means increment by count plus plus means as of now 5. Now count becomes 6. Okay. And then 3. So 3 means P1 only na. So R0 to again assigning to count. So here either you can write R0 plus plus or else count plus plus, whatever. Okay. So what is the R0 value now? 6. This is reading the value. Okay. Reading. The second is changing the value. Third one is updating the value. Okay. So now R0 is updated to count. So now what is the count? This 5 is replaced with how much value, amma? This 5 is replaced with what is the latest count? What is the latest count? 6. Okay. So previously 5 incremented by 1. So 6. The 6 is updated. Move means update to count. So actually count is 5. Now updated 6. As of now 6. So P1 execution is completed. Okay. Again which process started? P2. So P2 starts 1, 2, 3 means it will execute. As of now, what is the value of R1? What is the R1 value? So generated one output. This one. Okay. What is cooperative? The P1 will generate one output. The next process will take the input as previous process. Okay. This is output of P1. This is P1. This is process P2. Okay. So now it will take the input as 6. So what is R1? R1 is 6 value. Okay. Count minus minus means 5. Okay. Again P2 executed. So it becomes updating to count. So what is the value now? 5. Okay. So the data is consistent or inconsistent. So previously the data is count is 5. Now also 5. The data is consistent. Okay. So we always keep remember whatever the changes you done in multiple process can share the memory or getting the resource or share the resources. You will always remember the data always consistent data is required. Okay. Let us see one more scenario. Any doubts regarding this first scenario? In the second case, let us say P1 is executed. Even we can write it like this somewhere. Okay. P1 1 means P1 is executed first. Again after that P2 will execute it. Okay. Even next also P2 executed 2. After that even P3. Whatever the number. The order of execution is anything because preemption mode. Sorry, this is not 3. Okay. 2 only. P2 of 3, and finally it again starts P1 after some time, P1 of 2, comma, P1 of 3. Either you can write it like this or else in this order. Okay. What is the meaning of P1 of 1 means which process will start executed, Amma? This is the sequence of order. Okay. The process execution sequence P1, let us say. Again come to first value, just for example. See, as of now, again in the shared memory, count is 5, let us say. Okay. Now, which process starts executed? P1. P1 of 1 means this one. So in the R0, what is the value, Amma? 5. Okay. Upon which process starts executed, Amma? Which process starts executed? P2. Okay. P2 of 1 means this one, R1. So in the R1, what's the value? 5 only. Okay. Next, P2. P2 of 2 means this is decremented. So now value becomes 4. Again P2. So this value is updated. So now count becomes, instead of 5, what's the value updated? Latest one? 4. Okay. After that, P1 starts executed. P1 of 2. So this one. So as per P1, previous, what is the value R0? 5. Okay, previously. Start executed in the beginning, P1 of 1. There the value is 5. Okay. Now P2 of P1 of 2 means 5. 5 plus incremented by 1. This becomes 6. Okay. Again executed P1. P1. So this value is updated. So updated means now instead of 4, what is the value I can keep here? Instead of 4, what is the value I can keep? What is the latest one? What is the latest one, Amma? Latest one is 6. Okay. So it will update. But the data is consistent or inconsistent here, Amma, in this case? The data is consistent or inconsistent? See, initial value count is 5. Okay. In the first scenario, count is 5. Even we perform execution from P1, P2, we got the same count. Okay. Consistent. But here, in the second case, previously 5, but after some operations, 2 process executed, the count will change the value. But thinking that P1 is saying that my result is correct. Okay, my result is 6. I got the exact result. Concurrently multiple processor executing means you will get these kind of problems. Okay, this is called critical section. Okay, the order of sequence, the order of execution sequence we call as race condition. Okay, what mean by race condition? Even you can try it one more scenario, Amma. Try it. Third scenario, P1 will execute first. Okay, 1. Even thing also, 1 started. 2. After that, P2 started its execution, comma, P2 up to, comma, P2 of P3, finally P1 of 3. In the first scenario, even either one, this is reverse. No change because see, if one process completed, executed, and then next one means we won't get any problem. Okay, we will get the problem preemption. If any process is preempted means we will get the problem because of shared memory. Okay, so you can try it this example, Amma. P1 is executed. In one second. P1. So as of now, let this value is okay. So this value is 5. Even the value is incremented. Again P1 of 2 means what's the value? 6. Not updated. Next executed P2. So as of 6 is not updated amount. Okay, not updated in the shared memory. So the value will be 5 only. Okay. So count R1. R1 means what's the value? 5 only. Okay. We execute P2. P2. So now becomes decrement means 4. Okay. Again P2 of 3 means this 4 is updated in the shared memory. Instead of 5, what is the value? 4. After that, 1 of 3 previous what the this value count value for process P1 6. Now writing 6 means that, so why I'm saying these cases means so multiple processes are executing or concurrently or simultaneously we will get some problems. Okay, so why we can't say through all program has critical section amma? See modification. So that will impact that code segment is called critical section. Here the count plus plus. 1 second. See, this is called critical section. Okay, the code the program is called critical section. Okay. About race condition, the order of execution of process is called race condition. So in the race condition, based on the race condition, we will get the consistent data or inconsistent data. Consistent data means okay, not a problem. But inconsistent means we need to. Every process is thinking like that. My output is correct. But see, first scenario, okay, it's valid. In the second scenario, process P1 got the 6 as our output, P2 got the output 4. But individually they are thinking, yes, my result is correct. But that result is correct? No. So to overcome these problems, we synchronization. Okay? What do you mean by synchronization? So in the synchronization, multiple processes are executing simultaneously means we have one correct. It must be execute first process first. Once the process is finished, next give the chance to execute the next process. Okay? That is the synchronization. Must be finished its execution. Once that process is finished, it will give chance to execute the next process. It is called synchronization. Any doubts until this? If you are having any doubts, you can ask me, Amma. So today lesson you learned about only what do you mean by synchronization, what is the need of synchronization, what do you mean by critical section, what do you mean by race condition. Okay? My any doubts? Intano Amma? Yes.
No, sir.
No, okay, fine. Now see the theory part, Amma. See, you already know inter-process communication are different. What is some the independent process? See, what you mean by independent process is not affected by the execution of the other process. Okay, so we don't bother about the independent. Coming to cooperating process, can be affected by other executing processes. Okay, so even how many ways we can communicate among two process? We already learned IPC, sending the messages, direct communication, indirect communication, yes or no, sending and receiving messages. We already learned. Okay. See, interpersonal the resources among the multiple processes. Okay. So process synchronization. What do you mean by process synchronization? On the basis of synchronization, processes are categorized as one of the following two types. Okay. Independent means doesn't affect the other process. Cooperative means it will affect the process. What we need to do? Process synchronization problem arises in the case of cooperative process. Okay. Also because resources are shared in cooperative processes. Resources are memory. See, when multiple processes execute concurrently sharing system resources, then inconsistent results might be produced. Okay? Shared memory, you will get the inconsistent details. Just show the example now. Process synchronization is a mechanism that deals with the synchronization process. It takes running concurrently ensures that consistent results are produced. That's why we use synchronization. Why we need synchronization? This only to avoid the inconsistent results. Okay? Is it clear, Amma? Process synchronization. Only one problem. To overcome that problem, we use synchronization. That is inconsistent results. I will show the diagram, critical section. See, this is one program. You want a do while loop. Okay? Don't bother about program. So what are these? I am going to explain in the entry section, critical section, exit section. Remainder section means after the critical section, that is count plus plus is we call as critical section. Below code we can consider remainder section. So here, what do you mean by entry section? What do you mean by critical section? What do you mean by exit section? See, process P1 is enter into the entry section. Okay. So now, once the process is entered into the entry section, so now it starts its execution. Then it enter into the critical section. Once the execution is finished, it will enter in the exit section. So here we need to use one function call, that is system call. So to enter means one process is executing means remaining all are in waiting state. Yes or no? So by using waiting, it will stop the remaining processes. Exit section means how to intimate my execution is finished. How to intimate? Through signal is the one system call. It intimating. I executed, I finished my execution. You can go turn to execute the next process. Okay? See, critical section is a code segment that acts as the shared variables and has to be executed as an atomic action automatically. It means that group of cooperating process at given point of time, only one process must be executing its critical section. Okay? Only one process. If any other process also want to execute its critical section, it must wait until the first one finishes. Okay? The entry to the critical section is mainly handled by whom? Wait system call. So one process is executing means remaining all are in. So we will do wait system call. Okay. While the exit from the critical section is controlled by whom? Signal system call. Okay. So signal means intimating, notifying. So my execution process is completed. It is intimating or notifying to the hardware operating system. Okay. See, this is one example, Amma. See, entry. Why we call entry section and critical section? See, let us assume, Amma, while turn is greater than or equal to Amma, not cap. Okay. As of now, let us say I equals to 1, okay, j equals to 2, okay. That means in this scenario, turn means I'm giving the chance to execute so and so process. So here, which process is going to execute, amma? This is enter into entry section. What is the process? I'm assumed that I has 1, that means process 1. J means process P2, okay? I means 2, J means 2, sorry, I means 1, J means 2. So this is process 1, this is process 2. So why I written this code means, so process P1 is enter into the entry section, okay? After that it will execute, yes or no? That is enter into the critical section. So once the execution is finished for P1, I will give the chance to execute next process P2. The second equal to J. Okay, that is the logic here. Okay, this is just for example. Do one example program in the coming classes. Okay, so this logic is nothing but first P1 is executed, that finish. I'm giving the chance. How to give the chance? Logical means turn. Okay, turn is the word. We are giving the chance to execute so and so process. Okay. See, this is example, critical section problems. Just now we did it. You can try it, Amma. I will share this PPT in the WhatsApp group. You can try it. See, different cases. Okay. What is race condition? Sorry, Amma. Race condition is a situation where the final output produced depends on the execution order of instructions of the different process. That's it now. Race condition means the order of execution of a process. That is called race condition. Several processes compete with each other. Yes or no? As of now, we did only P1, P2. These two are competing with the execution process. Okay. The above example good illustration of race condition. This example. Okay. So every process is thinking my output is correct, but that is not correct. Whenever the shared memory, sharing the resources are shared memory. Okay. Individual means not a bother. Okay. We are thinking about P1, P2, but in the real time, more than 100 processes will run simultaneously in the foreground and the background, yes or no. Whatever you are doing in the system means that is already created. See, every you are doing something means it will create one thread. One process means multiple threads parallelly executing. Okay. ఓన్లీ వన్ సినిమాలో ఒక లైన్ ఒక పాయింట్ ఉంటుంది అమ్మా స్టోరీ లైన్ అలాగే మన ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టంలో కూడా ఒకటే పాయింట్ సిస్టంలో ఈ కామెడీ కానీ ఇవన్నీ మనం ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాం ఇలా అన్ని ఇవన్నీ ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ ఓకే ఫైనల్లీ హౌ ది సిపి ఈజ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ హౌ ఇట్ గివింగ్ ద అవుట్పుట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇన్ ద వైల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ ద ప్రాసెస్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఓవరాల్ స్టోరీ ఓకే This is same amma race condition. So what are the requirements of synchronization? See amma generally, so synchronization is nothing but to avoid the critical section problems. Okay, that means only one process execute or enter into the critical section, remaining are waiting state. That is, but we need to follow these some of the rules. Okay, what are the rules means? See this mutual exclusion, progress, bounded wait, architectural, neutral. These are intersection all are you know already. What do you mean by intersection? See, it is a gateway of process to enter inside the critical section. Okay, they ensure that the only one process is present inside the critical section at any time. It does not allow any other process to enter inside the critical section if one process is already present inside it. Okay. Exit means you know this is also one gateway. When process takes the exit from the critical section, some changes are made so that the process can enter inside the critical. These are the okay must there. Then only you can avoid the critical section problems. Okay, so what are these? Any synchronization mechanism. This is one mechanism, synchronization mechanism supposed to and meet the following criteria. Okay, it must be follow these. Okay, then only we can see that is mutual exclusion means just like mutual understanding. First you can exclude, after that I will exclude. Okay, so let's see the diagram. See, by seeing this diagram, what do you think, Amma? So here process P2, P3, P4. So here the right tick mark, here wrong tick mark. What is the meaning of those diagrams? What is the meaning? What is the meaning, Amma, by seeing these diagrams? First diagram, second diagram. In the exam, don't write it here, Amma. These two diagrams related to mutual exclusion. Okay. Below there is no space. That's why I kept here. Okay. So we have three processes. P1, P2 are some process. So critical section based on you know already. So only one process will enter into the critical section. Okay. That's why this is correct. What about this one? It's wrong. Second diagram is P1, P4, P2, P3 are entered into the critical section. Wrong. Okay. So what do you mean by mutual exclusion? The mechanism must ensure, okay, the processes access the critical section in a mutual exclusive manner. Okay. Mutual exclusive, inclusive different, exclusive. Yes or no? Inclusive means including, exclusive means only one at a time. Okay. Time, no other process can enter into the critical section until the process already present inside it and complete it. Okay. So what is progress? The progress mechanism must ensure an entry of a process inside the critical section is not dependent on the entry of the another process inside the critical section. That means it is not dependent on other process. Okay. While one process is executing, means progress means running. Okay. So if one process is inside the critical section means it will not be dependent on other process. Okay. A process can freely enter inside the critical section if there is no other process present inside it. Okay. A process enter critical section only if wants to enter. See, a process is not forced to enter inside the critical section if it does not want to enter. Okay, not forcibly enter into the critical section. This is progress. So only one thing you need to remember: progress. One process is running means that is not dependent on other process. Okay. What is bounded wait? Bounded means time, Mama. Specific time we need to allocate for so and so process. Okay. So within that time, it will execute. Once the time quantum is finished, it will give the chance to execute other process. Okay. Sorry. The mechanism should ensure the wait of process to enter into the critical section is bounded. That means time quantum. Okay. A progress gets entered into the critical section before its wait gets over. Okay, waiting is over, it will enter. The last one is architectural neutral. What do you mean by architectural neutral, Amma? See, in the operating system, your operating system is designed well based on all these rules. Okay, so it can run on any architecture without any problem. Yes or no? Once you design any application or implemented any application, that must be run in platform. Okay, there is no dependency on the architecture. That means, see, one operating system you developed, so that supports only Lenovo companies, Lenovo systems, but it is not support Dell. So is it good Amma or bad? You developed one operating system, just like మనకి ఒక 10 years బ్యాక్ 5 years బ్యాక్ రిలయన్స్ మొబైల్స్ ఫోన్స్ వచ్చాయి కదా, ఆ రిలయన్స్ మొబైల్స్లో ఓన్లీ రిలయన్స్ సిమ్ మాత్రమే వాడాలి. మరి ఇప్పుడున్న ఆ మొబైల్ ఫోన్స్ అవన్నీ ఎందుకంటే డ్రాబ్యాక్ అంటే డిజైన్, యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ఎనీ మొబైల్, దట్ సిమ్ ఈజ్ supported to any mobile, then only use. Similarly, new architectural, this is also, see, it can run on any architecture without any problem. Okay, there is no dependency on the architecture. Okay, okay ma, I will stopping the today's session. So what we learned today, amma? So what do you mean by synchronization? What do you mean by critical section? The problems you will get, critical section problems, okay, and race condition. So how to overcome based on synchronization mechanism. Okay, only one process at a time enter into the critical section, or else the entered process. Oka process, amma, your mechanism, it will must satisfy all the four, not any one. Okay, the first one is only one process enter into the critical section. The second one is if already entered process, it is executing, that process is not depending on other process, that is second one. Bounded wait means time specific, until specific time period it will execute. Okay, architecture, it support any architecture. Okay, these are the important things. Don't miss the class module 3. Okay, very very important. Even these concepts will cover in the DAS subject, deadlock evidence prevention, all this. Okay, who are having any doubts, you can ask me. Remaining members you can leave from the session. I will share this PPT in the group, WhatsApp group or Moodle. Already I posted in the Moodle, amma, this PPT. You can download it, and this example you can practice on. See this example. Okay, any queries? Any queries? Who are having the doubts, you can ask me. Remaining members you can leave from the session. మా 30 minutes నుండి మీకు అటెండెన్స్ పడిందిలే, మీకు డౌట్ లేకపోయినా ఇంకా లాగౌట్ అవ్వట్లేదు. అటెండెన్స్ కోసం చచ్చిపోయేటట్టున్నారు జనాలు. ఫర్ యువర్ అటెండెన్స్. Any doubts? Okay, I am closing the session. Thank you all.